guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, I am showing you how to create this sweatshirt from start to finish using SISER EASYCOLor DTV. So let me turn that. Y'all, my ring light, I'm sorry, if you're new here, me and my ring light are always beefed out, okay? But this is the shirt that we'll be creating today, you guys. There's no sublimation, no hack, no DTF, no none of that. We are using an inkjet printer. So my regular Workforce Epson Workforce 7710 with regular inkjet ink to go ahead and print this out and put it right onto this shirt here, okay? No hacks, again, no hacks, no sublimation. This is not a DTF transfer, none of that. I just printed this on some SISER EASYCOLor DTV from my inkjet printer, cut it, weeded, and pressed it right with my auto press, okay? I will make sure I leave all of my materials linked down in the description box below, so definitely make sure you are checking there if you are interested in anything that I am using in today's video. But this is what we're doing today, guys, so definitely go ahead and stick around for this. All right, guys, so I did want to go ahead and start off on the computer here just to show you how to kind of print it and get it set up in your software. So I'm using Leonardo Design Studio. This is a SISER product, the SISER EASYCOLor DTV. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and use my SISER Romeo and SISER Leonardo Design Studio Pro. Now, you absolutely can do this in Cricut Design Space. You will just be doing a print and cut, depending on the size of your image. It's a simple print and cut operation. That's what I'm going to be doing, okay? You can also do this in Silhouette Studio or with any cutting machine that offers the print and cut operation, okay? So let me go ahead and bring in my file here. I will try to remember to leave the Etsy shop that I purchased this from down below, but this is the image here. When I clicked on it, because it is a PNG, it's going to automatically prompt me to do the print and cut. So I'm just going to select next. I'm going to select next again. It's going to go ahead and mask the image, get all of the cut lines set out. That's basically what it's doing, is identifying all of the cut lines, because we are also going to cut this with our cutter after we print it out so that we don't have any white spacing or any white space on our image. Then I'm going to select next again, and I'm going to hit finish. Now what I need to do is go ahead and resize my image. I'm putting this on a sweatshirt, and I do want it to be a pretty decent size. So I'm going to be printing on 11 by 17 paper, which is still the DTV. I will leave a link for the 11 by 17 sizing down below for you guys if you're interested in that. But I'm going to go ahead and make this 10.5 inches wide, and then I'm going to press enter. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch the sizing of my printer, my paper, and all of that. So I'm going to select this little printer here, and it says tabloid, excuse me, 11 by 17, which is the paper that we need. And then I'm going to push OK. Now what I'm going to do, because as you can see, it still doesn't fit. So I'm going to go up here to the mark spacing, and I'm going to check the page marks. That's the registration marks here. I need to see the registration marks to see where my image needs to line up at. It needs to be within these registration marks. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to uncheck that because I need to bring them in. So where it says mark spacing 0.492, I'm going to bring that all the way down. I'm going to bring the registration marks closer to the image so that I can keep it at the 10.5 size that I want. Okay, because when you go to print it, you have to also print the registration marks. So with that being said, you have to make sure that your image plus the registration marks both fit on the page. So I'm going to bring this all the way down to 0.05, and then I'm going to press enter. I'm going to go to my printer because I think my borderless printing is not checked. It is checked. Okay. Let me make sure. I may have to bring it down to 10 inches. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, my registration marks are pretty close to the image, which is fine because it will go ahead and cut it off. But I did have to make this image because it is so large, 10 inches, which is fine. It's going on a large shirt. So that's going to be an okay size. All right. So now I'm all set to go ahead and send the design. This is going to come up. I'm just going to click send. I'm not going to move anything or unclick or check anything. Now, the first thing I need to do is make sure it's printed, and then this is going to be the cut. So first, I'm going to go over to the print artwork. We are not going to mirror this, you guys. We are not mirroring because we are going to pick it up and put it back down. We're not turning it over, okay? So you do not have to mirror. Do not mirror SISER EASYCOLOR DTV. I'm going to go to Send Printer, and I'm going to show you guys my settings real quick. I am using SISER EASYCOLOR DTV is for a regular inkjet printer, okay? No sublimation. I'm going to go over to properties to show you guys my settings here. So I am printing the tabloid size, which is 11 by 17. I'm using my Epson Workforce 7710. You can use, any comparable inkjet printer would be fine. I am doing borderless portrait premium presentation matte. The quality is on high, and my high-speed printing is checked. Mirror is not. Again, we are not mirroring this. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. This is going to go ahead and print it out. Once it's printed, I will come back and show you my cut settings with my SISER Romeo, and then we'll get it pressed as well. Okay, so here is my print. You guys, it looks absolutely amazing, and this is regular inkjet ink, okay? No sublimation. So now I need to go ahead and cut it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it face up on my cutting mat here. And I'm gonna take my little brayer tool and just kind of gently put it on there. Just don't want to make sure I don't smear no ink. Okay, and I'm gonna slide my machine down. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our blade right here by this arrow, okay? Now, I do get a lot of questions about how do I get my paper to go through. I really just, I don't necessarily have any issues. I load it the same way I load any regular paper, and it goes through with no issues. My cut settings are going to be at a 13 speed, and my force is 30. So now I'm going to go ahead and send it to Cutter, and it's going to read the registration marks. If it's not able to read one of the registration marks, it'll beep to let me know, and all I have to do is kind of move the sensor to get it back on the registration mark. So like this one is having a hard time reading this one, so all I have to do is on my keypad over here is just readjust the registration mark to get it in the correct spot, and I'm using the arrows to do so. Alright, and now I was able to read that one, and it's going to go on to the next one. The other two shouldn't be an issue. And these cut settings do have, or do give me the ability to be able to weed it flawlessly, which I will show you guys as well, the weeding and how easy it is. But now it's all done reading the registration marks. It's going to go back to the home, and then it's going to cut out the whole image. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, get this cut out, and I will come back and we'll weed it and press it together. All right, so it is all done cutting. Let's go ahead and get it weeded. And I'm just using kind of a standard weeding tool. And hopefully you guys can see how effortlessly it just kind of weeds right on up. This is my favorite print and cut paper to work with. And then I'm going to weed out this middle part. But yeah, this is my favorite like print and cut paper to work with. I have tried some of the Amazon brand transfer paper, and this is just ultimately my favorite. And now I'm just weeding out these little white pieces here. Now this transfer paper does come with masks, which is basically the transfer tape to go ahead and get it picked up. I don't have any on hand, so what I'm going to end up using is I'm going to use some rhinestone flock. Which is this here. The rhinestone flock that I'm using has been used, it's pretty old. I'm not using a brand new fresh piece of rhinestone flock just because it'll be too strong and I don't want it to like break my paper or anything like that. But I have used the mask. I will leave a link down below, which is the SISER EASYCOLOR DTV, the actual mask that they made for this product. I'll leave that link down below. I will leave the rhinestone. If you do rhinestones at all, you can use the rhinestone masking tape or the rhinestone KTM mask. Works good. A used piece of KTM mask, not a brand new piece. A used piece works pretty good. And I have used the Frisco brand transfer tape as well. And that one also works okay. That one isn't as sticky, but it does work. What I have noticed is the most sticky, aside from the actual EasyColor DTV mask, the rhinestone flock works the second best for me. Just because it's thicker and it's easier to kind of pick it up. You see how just easily it came up? That's what you want. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get set up over at the heat press, and we're going to press this together. All right, so I have my heat press set to 310 degrees. And we're going to press this for 15 seconds, and it's going to be a warm peel. And those are the settings. So warm peel, 310 degrees for 15 seconds, and then it's a warm peel. That is the application instructions per SISER. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm using my HTB Ron Auto Press 2. I will have a link for this down below. It presses the EasyColor DTV just fine. I have absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. To kind of cool it off, I just take a, excess shirt here and just kind of rub it. Number one, I want to make sure that all of the corners, letters, the little stars, all of that is pressed down nice and evenly onto the sweatshirt. And then I'm also pulling out some of the heat so we can go ahead and peel it. And then what I do is just I kind of take a corner here and I just start to roll it up slowly, again, just in case we have like any corners here where the letters are that maybe didn't stick, maybe didn't cool off enough. You just don't want to rip it up. You want to make sure it is nice and adhere down, which it's looking like it is. And there we go, you guys. That looks absolutely amazing. Let me go ahead and adjust my camera so you guys can see it. And here is the final product. It is super, super cute. I absolutely love it. You guys, again, I will leave everything linked down below. So definitely make sure you are checking the description box for all of the materials that I used in today's video. But this is all I have for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time. Bye, guys.